Whilst everyone else was busy being Vikings, I decided to take a look at the other side of the Iceland focus tree, and let's just say that there are some focuses down here that are, yeah, they're interesting. That's right. We're doing Communist Iceland. So obviously, first of all, we have to do not our king so we can become independent, because right now we are a Danish dominion on top of everything else. And yeah, we have some pretty awful national spirits. And you notice a pattern on this channel, I only play countries that are like completely awful. Okay, research. First thing I'm going to research is these crappy submarines. The reason I'm doing that is because the more observant of you might have noticed that we are an island. And we also don't have a navy. So yeah, we can't go anywhere without a navy, so we need that. And the reason we're doing subs is because they've got like insane range, and they're also really cheap, so yeah, we're doing those. The other research slot, let's get a bit more research speed, because right now we have negative research speed, because of course we do. The one dockyard we have can go on convoys. We have no military factories. And that's everything. Honestly, I normally spend a lot more time on the setup, but we're literally Iceland. What more can I do? 5 speed, go. Anti-capitalist propaganda is done. We now have over 300 PP, so I'm gonna go over here, get the Marxist philosopher, which obviously gives communism support, but we're also gonna get the Schmittler advisor. The reason we're doing this is because even though we're gonna go communist, we don't actually need communism support. We can do either of those two parties. So basically, we're trying to knock down the democratic support as fast as possible. So we are gonna hire the Schmittler guy. Let's go over here, get 1 extra civ. That's literally gonna double our civ count. I know, insane. And you've probably seen a million Iceland videos now, so you know what we're gonna do with our civs. That's right, we're buying equipment, and nobody is selling guns right now. I'm just gonna buy trains because we're gonna need them later on. And then after that, let's go prepare for revolution and organize a march. I know this side is the communist side, but general strike, this national focus is just so bad. Like, for the love of God, please do not do this. Let's get the progressive doctor, 100 extra weekly manpower. I know that sucks, but our entire country only has 117k people, so yeah, that's pretty damn good. I honestly don't know what the heck this doctor is doing to make 100 extra Icelandic people per week. I'm just not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. I just went to hire a chief of the navy, and I just realized that this guy is the same guy we have for chief of army and chief of air force. So basically, this entire country has one guy, one military guy to cover all 3 branches of the military. Well, I guess you're fired, and you're hired again. Oh my god, 150 PP down the drain. But we do need naval XP so we can actually design our subs. Break with a crown is done. Denmark says yes, nice. And let's go over here and become communist. Hey, there we go, we're now Communist Workers' Republic of Iceland. And I know the Viking path gives some insane buffs, like improve the Viking spirit. I think that gives like insane national spirits. But there's one good thing that comes out of being communist, and that is, of course, the glorious portrait of Karl Marx, which gives 500 weekly manpower. I don't know where all of these Icelandic people are coming from, but yeah, there's just there's 600 extra Icelandic people just appearing out of nowhere. But we also have enough naval XP, so you're fired and you're hired again. We definitely need way more army XP versus naval XP, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep switching this guy around. Honestly, so annoying. Obviously, we're gonna use our naval XP to design a submarine. I'm just gonna make it as terrible and as cheap as possible because I honestly don't care. Like, I know the crappy sub meta died like 5 years ago, but we're literally Iceland. Like, we can't afford anything else. Even this crappy, useless submarine's gonna take like 6 months to build. Oh my god. And I just realized, because we're now communist, like, all of these other countries have just like severed trade relations, so I gotta just like spend all my PP improving relations now. Oh my god. The only one who wants to trade with us now is the Soviets, and they literally have nothing except for trains and armored cars. Like, why? I don't think I've ever used an armored car in Hoi4. Like, Stalin, why are you trying to sell me an interwar armored car? Who wants this? There we go, Marines are research. That gives us an extra division template. Let's go and make our division. So it's gonna look something like this. We can't really afford to use all Marines because, you know, special forces cap. So we're gonna have a lot of infantry, some Marines, and a little bit of artillery as well. All we need to do is make this division, like, competent. Okay, support artillery, 1 artillery battalion. I will put more on if I can afford it. So let's deploy these divisions. Let's convert them to the Marines template, and let's see what we can do. In preparation of what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try and get into the Comintern. Right now, they don't like us because we don't bother them, so let's try and get our relations up, and there we go. Stalin's gonna say yes now. Let's join the Comintern, and what we're gonna do is move our troops over to Leningrad so I can actually do something with them. Let's keep buying equipment. We need more artillery, we need more guns, maybe some support equipment if I can afford it, because engineers are really good for amphibious. Despite the doctor and the portrait of Karl Marx printing out as many people as humanly possible, we're still 8,000 manpower short, but that's fine, that's fine. We should be able to get that in time. It is now January of 39. We have gotten 7 divisions out. They're all decent. I mean, this is realistically as many divisions we're ever gonna get out as Iceland. So it's time to put my plan into action. What is my plan, you ask? Well, I plan to naval invade Japan. Now, you might be wondering how I plan on doing that with just 3 crappy bathtubs. Well, I will be showing you a little trick when we get our war goal. Speaking of war goal, let's go and justify on Menkuko for 215 days. Right, in the meantime, troops, go to Vladivostok, and same goes with our 3 crappy bathtubs. It's a few months away from our war goal with Japan, and what I'm gonna do is something that might seem really weird. I'm going to leave the Comintern. So what happens is, Japan sees that Iceland is justifying war on them, but Iceland's no longer part of the Comintern, so they're no longer gonna see the Comintern as a threat, and thus they will not guard the sea zone. I know, it's actually genius. We're gonna outsmart the AI. This is honestly such a stupid strategy, but hey, it works. We're Iceland. Desperate times call for desperate measures. And obviously, just before the war starts, I am still gonna join back into the Comintern because we still need to be part of the faction to launch the naval invasion, so we gotta make sure that we are in the Comintern. There we go, we got a war goal on Japan. Now, I'm not gonna declare on them quite yet because there's still a small chance the Japanese do guard the sea zone anyway, so what I'm gonna do is wait a little bit longer and I can show you one of my other tricks to completely bamboozle the AI. So, it is now the 31st of August. What I'm gonna do is let the time roll over into September. It's now September 1st. So at the start of every month, what the AI does is they tend to shuffle around their front lines and the Navy and the Air Force. So if they did have a Navy here guarding this coastline, then now is their chance to move that away, shuffle it around, and hopefully that gives us an opening for our 4 crappy bathtubs to get naval supremacy. So what we're gonna do is ask to join back into the Comintern. We're now in the Comintern again, and we're gonna use this opportunity to declare war on Japan. And as you can see, the Japanese Navy is not here. They're over here, they're here, they're here, but as you can see, yep, the start of the month combined with the fact that we weren't in the Comintern until last minute means that this sea zone is completely open, meaning that our naval invasion has kicked off. And we're also going to declare on Manchukuo and Menkuko, and we're also going to call the Soviets in so they can just start walking into Japan. We want Japan to divert as many troops away from the home island as possible because even though our naval invasion is off, we only have 7 divisions, so there's not really a lot we can do. And by the way, you can see the Japanese Navy is pretty much instantly woken up, so they've put ships here now, but it doesn't even matter. Our naval invasion kicked off. Okay, there we go. We got the port. That's what we're really interested in. We've encircled Kyoto. Oh my god. The glorious Icelandic army is encircling Japanese troops over here. Stalin, some help would be much appreciated. The only thing I can really do is like very surgically keep pushing along Japan. I mean, they don't really have very many divisions here because obviously they have like 10 trillion fronts to man, so hopefully we don't have too hard of a time. Hiroshima encircled. Let's go. 2 more divisions. Honestly, imagine nuking Hiroshima when you can just like encircle it. And would you look at that? Nagasaki is fully encircled. Oh my god. By the way, casualties-wise, we've taken 4,000, which honestly is a lot for Iceland, but we've killed 28,000 Japanese, and we've also got 11% of the war score. The Soviets have 4%. Honestly, get on my level, Stalin. And Stalin just declared war on Finland, and they joined the co-prosperity sphere. Oh my god. Stalin, why are you going after Finland? We're at war with Japan, you idiot. Oh. Well, on the bright side, all of southern Japan is now under Icelandic occupation. We did all of this. Stalin did not send one single freaking division to help us. Thank you, Stalin. But apparently we managed to do it on our own. So I guess I try and push for Tokyo next. Not sure how I'm gonna get there with 7 divisions, but I guess I will try. We can break them somehow. I mean, I guess my divisions are better than like whatever that Japanese horse division is made of, so that's good. I think Japan has so few divisions in the area that they are literally just like sitting ducks. I've got 2 more divisions here. Let's just try and walk to Tokyo. Let's hope there are no Japanese divisions there. Well, would you look at that? There is nobody in Yokohama, and there is also nobody in Tokyo. The Japanese capital is empty and the Icelandic army is walking in. Honestly, I thought the Viking path was cursed, but apparently the communist path is even more cursed. And there we go. Japan surrenders. I'm gonna puppet Japan because obviously Japan's got a crap ton of manpower and we need that manpower. And I'm gonna use my remaining war score to milk my new puppet with as much resource rights and war reparations as possible because right now we've got literally nothing. Might as well yoink a few Japanese carriers whilst we're here. Boom. And that is the peace deal. And now we have an Icelandic Japan. Never thought you'd see that, did you? Right. We also do not talk about Finland. China straight up annexed Helsinki. Oh my god, what have you done to Finland? Finland being puppeted does mean they won't get a chance to join the Axis, which is good because we are going to be fighting that Axis next. I think what I'm going to do is start building in our puppet because I desperately need to integrate Japan for all of these factories and manpower.
2 hours later.
We've now built enough in Japan to demote them to an integrated puppet, which means that we have access to a bunch more of their factories, which is going to be nice since we have 30 civs, but we have 2 mills. So, yeah, safe to say we need to up our military production if we're ever going to go to war with the Axis. I'm not kidding when I say I'm going to milk Japan for every single last bit of manpower they've got because, yeah, we're training a lot of divisions. I'm trying to get out 120 divisions as fast as possible. Obviously, we're still lacking like 40k guns, which is going to take quite a while to produce. So honestly, it looks like the Soviets might have halted the German attack already. For the first time in Hoi4 history, Stalin, you've done me proud. I didn't think I would ever say this, but I'm actually scared of the Soviets doing too well. So, yeah, let's join the war ASAP. I'm going to send my troops to Leningrad and then back to Iceland because I don't really plan on joining in on this main Eastern Front grind here. I'm just going to naval invade Germany. Alright, it's time to join the war. Just before we join the war, I'm going to go over here and annex our puppet Japan. If I don't annex them, all of the divisions that uses their manpower will get them more autonomy if we fight with them, and I don't really want any, like, weird Japan declaring independence problems over here. All of these Japanese divisions I'm going to delete for the manpower. In the meantime, our troops are past the Danish Straits, which means that they are out of the danger zone, which means that we are free now to go and join the war against Germany. And since we're now at war with Germany, let's go and ask the UK for military access. That's the perfect opportunity to send our troops over to the UK instead. That's right, there's going to be an Icelandic D-Day. I also researched some naval invasion tech, so our naval invasion capacity is 35 divisions, so yeah, Germany, I'm going to give you a really hard time. We got no problem getting naval supremacy, and let's go for the gigantic Icelandic D-Day landings. We have stalled ever so slightly over here, so let's do another naval invasion here in the Netherlands. Hopefully that draws some more German troops away. Off we go. Oh my god, Germany just makes so many divisions. Like, they are losing terribly on the Eastern Front, but they've still got so many divisions. It's honestly stupid. Well, after a hell of a lot of microing and another naval invasion over here in Danzig, we've linked up with the Soviets, and look who's gonna win the race to Berlin. Yeah, it's Iceland. Every single video, the old history just gets even more stupid, and here the Icelandic army right outside Berlin. Well, we got ourselves a bit of a Dunkirk here, but it's Iceland versus Germany instead of Germany versus France. What even is this, honestly? So, Germany is about to surrender, and with it, the Axis. Now, before we capitulate them, I want to do something else. I want to capitulate the Allies. Now, yeah, this might seem a little bit random, but don't worry. The Communist Iceland focus tree has one focus that makes invading the UK stupidly easy. And of course, I'm talking about this one here, infiltrate the British Isles. And that basically unlocks these decisions, which lets us stage uprisings in Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. And that means I can ask them for military access and skip out on the whole naval invading the UK part. Right now, the Soviets have got the German front line pretty damn well covered, so what I'm gonna do is move my troops into the UK because that's right, I still have military access. So basically, when I stage the uprisings and I join the war against the UK, my troops will literally be in the UK. It's honestly such a dumb way to beat the Allies, but honestly, I don't fancy fighting the UK properly right now, so I gotta use exploits, right? Oh, and by the way, these decisions require the UK to have more than 15% communism support, so I've been spending like the last 3 years boosting communism in the UK, and let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass because the UK's counterintelligence system, yeah, it's pretty damn strong. All of my spies just went to jail in like 2 seconds, honestly. Trying to flip a major nation is just so much pain. Thankfully, the requirement's only 15%, so yeah, we didn't have to play until 1950. I can actually use my divisions to snoop around the UK a bit, and yeah, it doesn't look like they've got a massive garrison here, which is exactly what I hoped for. Yeah, Portsmouth is open, Dover is open, there's like 1 division on London, I think, so honestly, imagine being the UK right now. There's like 1.2 million Icelandic troops just chilling in your country, you know, doing nothing suspicious whatsoever. We now have our war goal on the UK. Let's go and click these decisions. Boom, boom, boom. All hell has now broken loose on the British Isles. These guys are communists, so if we wait for a little bit of time to tick past, we should be able to ask them for military access. There we go. And now with military access here, let's move our troops in, and as soon as our troops are out of British territory, we can declare war on the UK, because right now I can't declare war. We have divisions in their territory. Honestly, imagine being the UK right now. You've almost won World War II, and 1.2 million Icelandic troops just revolt in your country. Come on, we've taken Glasgow. We can cut the UK in half if we do a little bit of micro here. And also, the UK is just called England now. That's kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense. Come on, let's outnumber the UK. Sheer numbers. They don't have any troops on their home island right now. Go, 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 go. Yeah, we've definitely caught the UK with his pants down on this one. They've got no divisions, and the divisions they're frantically shipping in, yeah, they're all under-equipped and under-orc, so we should be able to just walk right over them. And would you look at that, London falls to Iceland. There we go, the UK is gone. I'm not really sure what I should do here. I guess, yeah, we'll grab Gibraltar so I can, you know, get into the Mediterranean without all that hassle. I don't really think I'm gonna form the Nordic Union in this video, considering, like, China owns Helsinki. There we go, the UK is gone, and, yeah, Italy is back. This... oh my god, and Italy also just got massive. What is... Alright, naval invasion of Italy. Let's give it a go, shall we? And landed with no opposition. Get this over and done with. Oh, and we got another Italian civil war. And this Italy is not my puppet either, and I can't justify war goals. What the frick is going on with Italy? I've broken Italy. Wait, what the heck is going on? This Italy is a British puppet. And why is the UK still here? Where is the UK? I have broken Hoi4. What is going on? The UK is in Guyana and they just suddenly got an Italian puppet. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the Italian Civil War. All I know is, yeah, Hoi4 is no longer functional. Okay, well, that's Italy surrendering again. And, oh my god, Hungary's a major. Are you... There we go, Hungary is gone, and there goes the Axis. Oh my god, finally, finally, we beat the Allies and the Axis. Okay, disgusting peace deal. I don't even want to talk about these borders. In theory, there's nothing stopping me from doing a world conquest right now, but I really don't want to play for another 20 years. If you do want to see me do another world conquest, though, hit subscribe. Let's get to 10K.